Oh boy, so Squid Game, the game that everybody's talking about. No, okay. Well, so I guess in this video I'm just gonna go over like my thoughts and opinions on Squid Game because it's the hit new show, right? It's not a game, by the way, it's a show. They called it Squid Game because of a childhood memory of the actor. Oh no, creative but cool. No. That's not the point. I guess trigger warning. This wasn't exactly my favorite show. And before you all go, oh, what? Oh, he's just gonna trash talk Squid Game, my favorite anime. Thumbs down, hit that dislike button, slam the unsubscribe, get him out of here, block his channel, never see him again in my recommendeds. Easy, GG, well played. That's what you get for trying to spread propaganda. No. It's not a bad show. It's just there are a couple things I want to go over about it. Like, for the fact that, one, the English dub is terrible, which sucks because I don't speak Korean or whatever they were speaking. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I'm sure someone else has gone more into the lore on it than I have, but I just look face value and I know that it's dubbed because it doesn't match up with how their mouths are moving. So I was like, bruh. But I don't speak whatever that language is, and I'm not going to pretend to, so I'm going to watch it in English, and then the dub is just bothering. Like, the entire show, I'm more focused on how, like, the lips don't line up with what they're actually saying than, you know, like, the real show that I'm supposed to be watching. Man. What was another thing? Oh, yeah, the red light, green light. Creative. Why red light, green light? I mean, this show has been... They had the idea, they said in an interview themselves, they had the idea for this show back in like 2008 or 2009. That means they've had well over 10 years to come up with this show. And the best thing they thought of for the first game of a death game challenge was red light, green light? Is that it? Was there like any way to tell when they were going to say red light or green light, or did you just have to guess? The main character almost died though, so I'll give it that. That's like new. Main characters don't usually die. Wow, he didn't. He got saved by the greatest character in the game, whose name I do not know because they don't like say it in the English dub. It was like Ali or something. Alright, I'll admit I did look a little into the lore, okay? Okay? Look, I was a little interested. Just forget about it. I looked into it. His name was like Ali or something, but later on he got done dirty because they had like this game where each of them had 10 marbles and the winner had to come out with 20 marbles and the loser would get eliminated, also known as get ganked, because this is like it really is just turning into Fortnite at this point, but like a lot more. You know what? We don't need to go too into depth on why this game is actually Fortnite. I'll save that for another... Just kidding. I'm not actually doing that in another video. Please don't, like, unsubscribe. So, you could have just done, like... The thing about that game is, the guy who gets 20 marbles, you can decide who gets it in any way you want. I think one team did odds and evens, and then the guy got left with 1 marble and said he would go bet with other people to win back marbles to get him 20 if he let him go instead of taking his last one. So he did, and then the guy, like, cheated and switched out the marbles. Switched out the marble bag for a fake one and gave it to the coolest guy in the show, gave the fake one to the coolest guy in the show. And then the coolest guy in the show got shot. That wasn't very cool, game. Like, not gonna lie, that wasn't very cool. Netflix. No, I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. So yeah, that was great. The coolest guy, the guy who literally saved his life, got killed. I think I got that story right. I don't know. I watched this all like in one night because I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's just speed run, shall we? I mean, it was a weekend night. Someone had suggested the show to me. I was like, yeah. Let's just speed run and maybe this show will become my new favorite anime. Plot twist, it actually didn't become my new favorite anime. That will forever be Bob the Builder. But back to Squid Game and not Bob the Builder. I could go on for hours about Bob the Builder, but that's not part of the point. That's not part of the video. That's not the plan. nitro. So another thing was another game they had. There were 2 rows of glass. Like, yeah, 2 rows of glass suspended in the air. And then there would be, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. There would be 2 pieces of glass parallel to each other, 2 glass, and then in front of that, in front of that, and in front of that. I'll try and slap like an image up on the screen so you can see what it looked like. But one of the sides would be tempered glass, so it wouldn't break. Tempered glass can hold 2 people. And then another, which was real glass, would break if 1 person stepped on it. So you basically had to guess your luck. This room was actually really fascinating to me because one guy who accepted his Asian heritage did like a light year's worth of math in like 2 seconds and figured out he would be like he'd have like a 360 some thousand chance to make it through. So we just ran for it. Then he ended up dying like 3 panels later. But it was really cool to watch him do the math. Like, nobody else did that math as cool as him. The main character got number 16. Shocker. Yeah. That's all I really need to say. And then they sort of just... The way math works, 8 or 9 people would need to die for the rest of them to get through. So they lost a few people here. One guy was trying to force other people to go before him. Otherwise, he would push them off or something like that. I don't know. It was something pretty edgy. But this one girl who didn't want to go on jumped on the same one as him and then just kind of suicided them both. She just suicide bombed them. She just suicide bombed them. It was actually, that was incredible. Like, whoever that actor is, never change. Never change. Please. But, there was this one guy in the room that was sort of like the hero, the jack of all trades. He worked in glass industry for 30 years, so he knew the difference. He knew the difference between tempered glass and regular glass based on their reflections. Yeah, it's great. So he revealed a few of them that were all tempered glass. They got through a couple, and then they shut off the lights. But the guy knew another way because he was just too smart. He had too many tricks up his sleeve. Apparently, tempered glass and normal glass make different sounds when things bounce off them, which I don't know if that's true. I've never tested to confirm that or heard anything about that. It probably is true. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's also Netflix, and I think it's a Netflix original, which gives it less credibility. You know what? Whatever. It's Netflix, you know? There's not a whole lot to it. But, yeah, so he figured out the last one, and then all it took was one greedy guy who pushed him through. So that guy just gave away his secret, saved the life of a few people, and then just got bodied by some guy who was too greedy. And yeah, that was kind of great. That was all the cool people get killed off. I don't know why after they voted to stay in the real world, I don't know why they decided to come back. I mean, I watched it, but their reasoning didn't seem very solid, you know? Like, sure, maybe the real world is just as unforgiving, but at least you're not gonna die, you know? Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess we'll wait for a season 2 and we'll see how that one comes out. I'm not like overly impressed with this one. I think it would have been much more interesting to watch like squids and octopi have like a battle royale under the sea. Like 456 squids and octopi, tentacles flying, ink squirting. It would be great. Just don't take notes from me though, Netflix. Take notes from the reviews. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of other people who would happily agree with me in the comments, right? Please, guys, don't leave me hanging. But that's all I got for this video. See ya.